Walking Dead definitely has strong roots in the American South. It's really got this kind of rural American vibe to it. We wanted to maintain some of that cultural heritage, but definitely put a different spin on it and find a place that's like, well, I mean, New Orleans is probably the most unique city in the United States, right?
The resilience of that city, right? Like, we all know it. I think that that's something that we're really trying to explore in terms of, again, the human side of things. The Walking Dead universe is all about resilience as it is, and then you magnify that with a city that has proven extremely resilient over the years.
Coolest things is the levels in general. You'll go through and the environments are beautiful, you know, kind of this disaster-torn area, and you're just navigating through trying to figure out, you know, how do I accomplish my objective, but also this environmental storytelling that's going on in there.
One of the things that we encouraged the environment artists to do was to really think about the space that they're working in, and if it's a room, tell the story of that room. What happened in this room? You know, don't just make it a room that's got some trash around. Do a little bit of environmental storytelling to say, oh, this room was broken into once, it got looted. Somebody may have died in the corner here. All these things. And that, when you walk into a space like that, and you can already put that together in your mind, suddenly the world becomes a lot bigger and it feels a lot more real.
A lot of the player exploration is going to be like looting areas of like the Garden District or the Bywater, and they have buildings and houses, and so building out those houses was pretty fun. I felt almost like a floor planner. There's also just kind of like secret loot stashes. There's some areas where it's harder to get to, like you have to climb a thing to get to it, and that's where like more hidden loot is found.
We're able to take little vignettes throughout the level and do like a wrecked car with, you know, maybe some people were trying to escape and they had an accident. A high school where the whole community is kind of gathered together and things went wrong. You know, telling those kinds of stories.
From its first inception, we were trying to figure out what was going to be a compelling space for the player to kind of have as a home base. We ended up landing on a cemetery because it had nice big high walls. We could kind of explain why there's no walkers in that area. You know, it's a nice defensible place. And so we had this idea for a bus that, since it's a cemetery, it's near a church, so it was going to be a church bus that you have, and you can, and the previous resident has kind of customized the whole thing.
I think also visually and just like musically, just all the atmosphere, it gives it a very unique flair. You know, we get to bring in some of the heart and soul of New Orleans in the music and in the tone of the place. You know, we definitely have a little bit of the sadness and that comes in with a post-apocalyptic setting like that, but we still have all the bright colors of New Orleans. So you're walking around in this devastated area, you still got the tropical trees, and you've got these brightly colored houses, and you can see like what the city was, right, and what the culture was that lived there. So I think it's really a powerful juxtaposition in the universe of The Walking Dead.